one that I wish to speak about is structural transformation. I think this is very important for us, and this is about the very reason that the Synod was called, and probably that's why it's in this position on our chart, because the Holy Father wanted us to look at the structures we already have to find out their strengths and the things that need to be enhanced in them so that we use them properly. And then what else do we need to add? What are the kind of councils or regular conversations with each other in the church do we need to have? So we found that the people who came generally celebrated their lay leadership committees of various sorts. And in archdiocese and every parish, there are many of those sorts of things, committees. And then the councils who have, sort of even a canonical responsibility in our church law to be able to advise the priests of the archdiocese. And so, but there's a regular conversation about making those things more accessible, more useful, and more formed in their purposes, so that they know that the people who are on these committees and councils know what the limits and boundaries are as an advisory group to their pastor, and both the sort of rights and duties and privileges that they have to be able to speak to it. So we already do quite a bit about this, but we will, it will be certainly continue to be addressed. And when I finish these trends, I will speak to what's next. Speak to the where do we go from here? What's the next? Where does our Archbishop like us to continue? Obviously, there is no more important group or gathering in our archdiocese than the parish. It is simply the most important institution we have. And if things don't happen in the parish, they tend not to happen. And so the people of the Archdiocese of San Antonio continue to be and wish to be concerned and interested and hopeful about the clergy formation, both in the seminary and afterwards, as are we. And so the conversations that came to us included both an appeal to pay attention to the human formation of our clergy, as well as the pastoral formation of our clergy, the spiritual formation of our clergy, and to the intellectual formation of our clergy. The same, all of the things that already the documents of the church invite us to pay attention to. So we heard comments about self-knowledge, about relationships that they have, about learning the American culture, since so many of our clergy are from other countries. This is an aside, it's just a piece of information for you. And I think it's an appeal also to reach out for vocations in our archdiocese. Right now, only approximately 20% of the clergy, the full-time clergy of the Archdiocese of San Antonio, were born or raised in the Archdiocese of San Antonio, which is a very small number. Now, San Antonio has never been able to raise enough priestly vocations for its own sake, that is to serve the parishes. We've always relied on missionaries, but I doubt that our number has ever been so low about local young men coming to the priesthood. Almost half of the priests of the Archdiocese of San Antonio are from religious orders. We are grateful to them in large measure. And then the rest are other priests who are from other dioceses, we call them extern, as it were, priests who technically belong to other dioceses but are on loan to us here to serve in the Archdiocese of San Antonio. This means that we have, and the notices that we got in these conversations, recognize the various, both the gracious thanks for those who missionize us now, come to us on mission, but also the challenges that represents to the Archdiocese in service to our people. And so we celebrate. We're very grateful, but it's definitely an area for us to pay attention to.